Hello, everybody. Just thought I would check in, see how everybody was doing. Hello, Aurora and Tony, Nana. It's a beautiful Wednesday today. Hey, Miss Patty. I hope you guys are all doing well. I've been noticing a lot of stuff going on YouTube lately, and I thought I would just check in to see how you guys were doing. I'm not going to keep you very long. I was just doing a mental health check in, I guess you could say. There's been a lot of stuff been going on, a lot of hurt feelings, and a lot of finger pointing and blaming. It's kind of disappointing. Nana, um, I cannot see who my wrenches are. I was thinking that you had a wrench. Can you tell me if you do or not? I can't tell from StreamYard. You're treading water. Bless your heart. Hey, I am whosoever. How are you today? Nana, I need to know if you had. Oh, great. You're supposed to. Mm. I've been having some issues with my StreamYard, and I'm not really even sure why. Some people are just never happy. I know. It's like no matter what, we got some folks that are just you can't satisfy them. I've met a couple of people, Nana, that if they don't have something to complain about, hey, flies. Thank you, honey, for coming in. I'm glad you're doing well. Um, I do not know from here. Hey, Aurora. Um, I do not know who has a wrench in here and who doesn't because it's not showing me. I'm glad you're doing well, flies. Um, some people that don't have anything to complain about, they usually create things to be upset about. That's so unfortunate. That's got to be a miserable life. But hey, Millie, I'm glad I know you have a wrench in here. Okay, that's weird. See, I've been having problems with my StreamYard. I had someone, Flies knows about this, go into my StreamYard and they have messed around in there a little bit. Okay, Millie, I need you to be on guard, sweet pea. Because Nana's supposed to have a wrench, and I'm not. Aurora had one. I added her 3 nights ago. I'm not understanding why, but she's not in there. And Nana's, thank you, Millie. Um, Nana was supposed to have one. It was I had several. It has been one love. Oh my gosh. And I always want to be the place that you guys come to land, okay? Like a safe place to land. So I don't want you to think I'm here to stir up anymore. I'm just trying to see how you guys are doing with all the things that we have learned. Um, Most recently, actually since Monday. Um, it's kind of taken away from a lot of things. It's been horrible. I know, one love. It has, sweetheart. So that's the reason why I'm here. I'm only going to keep you for a little bit. I was just checking in to make sure everyone's doing well. And if you have any questions or whatever, it has been weird. Very confused. I know, Patty. Hey, listen, I was at that search that they keep bringing up. Hey, Cat's Eye, and I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of stuff that's not true. Um, Positive vibes only. Yeah, Nana, you're supposed to have a wrench in here. You, Millie, I've seen Aurora. There's a couple of you guys that are supposed to have wrenches, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Flaws, three Fs. She does three Fs still have her wrench? She's supposed to. If I don't tag you, I see you. Just watching chat. Yeah, thank you, Millie. Um, but uh, I just want you guys to know that whenever a search was conducted back in the wintertime, that there was no cameras there. Hey, Skilo. There was no cameras there. There was nobody there doing a documentary. There was none of that. Y'all, I cannot stress that enough. I know that a lot of things have been said, but I want you to know that coming from someone who was standing there uh shoulder with people, and some are here with us right now. um there's a lot of stuff that wasn't true that was being said. We all had one thing in mind, and that was summer. We covered a lot of ground that day, and we went in as a team, not only physically, but mentally. And we came out as a team, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Things changed over the course of that search, where it was something that only the people involved could understand, because we learned a lot about how easily you could get turned around and how rough the terrain was, even for us as adults. And some are trained adults, and it was still difficult. So, no cameras were involved other than a body cam that was supposed to be there, that was for our safety. And people are going to talk. That's true. But there's been a lot of things that were said that weren't. And I'm here to tell you from personal experience that a lot of people that are speaking on it weren't there. You know what I mean? And if anything, anybody has learned from this is that I do not go and I don't boast, or I don't try to speak on certain things that involved that special day, is because it was not supposed to be something that was spoke on after the fact. That was an agreement and an understanding. And it was basically an oath that we all took. Hey, Jack, what y'all doing? Jack, I think you're great. Just saying. I've been blessed to know those amazing people, and I have still been in touch with several of them. The lies and misinformation only hurt Summer, and that couldn't be more true. It's taken away from Summer. That one thing that has been a constant is misinformation, and whenever misinformation is repeated, it unfortunately becomes a truth. Well, and you guys know that drama travels a hell of a lot faster than the truth. And oh yeah, but my documentary is in my heart and in my mind, and nobody can change that or take that from me. I was just grateful that they included me, because I was just someone who was in the area. And I was just grateful that they allowed me to be a part of it. It wasn't something that it wasn't something that I was in a meeting for, or I was even a part of any type of plan. I was just basically in the area, and they allowed me to be there. And it's just something that I want everybody to know, that everything that you see or hear is not always the truth. The thing is that the people that were there, you rarely hear from, because again, we took an oath to keep it to ourselves. It's not even worth fighting to debunk the lies anymore. There are too many. They're coming too fast. I feel like all we can do is keep our minds focused. That is very true. It's things like this, you guys, that surround a lot of cases that take away from what's really going on. And what I know is that if it were my child or my loved one that was going through these things, I wouldn't want it to be done. It would take away from my child. Not everybody is interested in drama, and Summer does deserve so much better. And I have to say that at the end of the day, we still have a missing child. None of this has been to help her. It's just basically a bunch of fighting and bitterness. And I think about that sweet baby that is still missing after all of this time, and how unfair it is, and how people are behaving that are supposed to be the very advocates for her is heartbreaking. I don't speak on Summer much. I don't. But this has to be said. There's a lot of people that care about her. There's a lot of people that are proactive in putting flyers and spreading the word about this missing child, and they don't get the credit because they don't want the credit. They do it because that's the right thing to do. And I just want you guys to know, please don't believe everything you hear. Please don't take it to the bank thinking that it's 100% the truth. Whenever they speak on a certain particular day back in November, I can wholeheartedly say that there was nothing there that was for nefarious reasons. It was all for Summer. She deserves the best, just like One Love says. Scalo, I'm sorry for what you've been having to go through. It has none of this has the drama, like Millie's saying, none of it has found Summer. Matter of fact, it's keeping her lost in our own missing child's case. You know, there's been a lot of missing child cases over a course of me, me being interested in true crime. And I have never known a case this on this level that has had this child missing numerous times in our own missing case. Whenever we get to a certain level of information, it's like, okay, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. It seems like there's a storm brewing in the background that consists of a lot of drama that does not help at all, and it's not fair. And like I said, there's a lot of people that do things behind the scenes that don't do it for, they don't do it for any other reason other than it's the right thing to do. So just know those people are out there. I'm so sorry, Anna. I know it's hard. Oh, absolutely, One Love. Oh, no, no, no. You're right. You're right. You're right. I might private this live anyway because I don't need any grief from what I say either. Um, I just wish that there was a way for people to understand that the ones that know don't have the stronger voice in situations like this. The ones that are 100% for Summer and know the absolute truth of certain days and certain searches, that we don't have that strong voice. We're kind of like the mice in the background trying to say that's not true, but nobody's trying to hear that. Oh shit, 3Fs. I love you so big. But if you guys ever have any, if you have a moment of clarity where you can see through the fog of the drama and you can see where this child is getting lost time after time, you mentally need to decide what you will subject yourself to watch and to believe and to even expose, don't even expose yourself to the drama if you can keep from it, because it's not helping Summer. Instead of having imaginary hate toward people that truly, genuinely don't deserve it. But there's a lot of truth being spoke on too. I want to say that there's a lot of truth being spoke on certain aspects. I will give them that. But it's not on everything. Yeah, I know, One Love. And you're right. Luminous, thank you for being here. Landon, hello, brother. That's my Bubba. He's my twin, even though he's 2 years younger than me. Yep. But anyway, like I said, this was going to be a real short one. If you don't mind, just say a prayer for little Summer and the people that are involved in the background, working diligently for this sweet baby girl. And always keep in mind that there are more people than not that are protecting the integrity of her case that actually genuinely do this for a living. Just because the media isn't aware of it doesn't mean it's not going on. That's what it means to protect the integrity of the case, because you have people that have not stopped since the day that she's went missing, and they have put in so many man hours that it's just, you can't even fathom. And it affects them in a daily life, going through life, because they have families of their own. And there's been a lot of things, I'm sure, that have been debunked, but like I said, in order to debunk them, you have to put the truth out there. And from a law enforcement perspective, that is something they cannot do. They just shake their heads and just like they're going to believe what they're going to believe. But there is going to be an outcome. There is going to be answers. There's going to be a day where this can all be explained in its entirety. And I promise you, it's not going to be anything like what we have been kind of told. I'm telling you that anybody on YouTube is not going to solve this case. There's not a single person on YouTube that has the answers, because if they did, we would already have this little baby where she belongs. So anyway, that's all I really had to say, is that I wanted you guys to know, just protect yourself emotionally and mentally from the stuff that you see. And just know that some people are here for the wrong reasons and the distractions are real. I do too, 3Fs. Just pray for that baby, pray over the case, and pray for the people that are working so hard behind the scenes, that are doing it for the right reasons, and that are protecting the integrity of Summer, because there's so many that don't understand that. And keep in mind that if this was your loved one, you would be absolutely appalled. Now, I'm not here to take up for the Wells, the parents, that is. I'm not here to take up for them. They are grown, and they are responsible for their actions. And they haven't done too much to help themselves. Well, to make them look like they aren't what they're looking like. They've helped themselves monetarily, I'm sure. I mean, I've seen it. You guys have seen it. But with that being said, there's a lot of people out here that have knowledge, a lot of knowledge, and you won't hear from those guys because they're here for the right reasons. And if they were to say something, they were to disclose something, it would be twisted and turned into something vile and vicious. And it would become a truth on the streets of YouTube that should have never been told to begin with in order for it to be twisted. There's a lot of people that are working behind the scenes to celebrate summer and to put out information for other families that could help save another lost child, that could keep this from ever happening again. You're not going to find that on a drama channel. Okay? So just because people are quiet, that doesn't mean that they're weak. Doesn't mean that they don't have knowledge. It means that they're protecting Summer like you would a young child in the event something vicious was trying to attack them. You'll take that child and you'll stand in front of whatever it is. You've got a lot of people that are hiding Summer behind their leg for protection. That's what we do as good people. You protect every child from any kind of harm. So I appreciate you guys turning in to listening and being here. It's absolutely, this is from the heart, and I'm pretty sure it's not what a lot of people want to hear or give a shit less about. But I love that baby girl. Just like so many, we've adopted her as a family member. And for us to have that amount of love for a child that we've never met, there's power behind that. There will be a celebration one day because we will have those answers. She will have a voice one day, and it'll be the truth. I just hope the people that are doing the opposite are ready, because that's going to be a day that will debunk so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys coming over. And yes, BS, keep the focus on Summer. Please don't keep the focus on he said, she said bullshit. Please. It's not productive, you guys. It's not healthy for one. But anyway, I love you guys and take care of each other. Okay? I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. It's beautiful here. I hope it's beautiful on your side. Just pray over Summer and pray over the case and everybody that's working so hard to protect her, not the opposite. Bye, you guys.